Hello there, my darlings. How are you doing? This is Natalia on the 5th of April, and it is time for our weekly angel messages. This is in the UK. This is Easter Monday. We get it as we call it a bank holiday. So basically, it's like a public holiday, and we all get to have the day off. But I don't have a day off when it comes to you guys. I'm always here for you. So I have decided to jump on in because this isn't like work, hanging out with you and saying hi to the beautiful Nicole South who's watching me now. So how are you all doing? I hope if you celebrate Easter, I hope you had a wonderful time. If you like chocolate and you've got some chocolate eggs, I hope you indulged yourself. And most of all, I just hope you're really well and you've had a good weekend. And that you're looking forward to all of the newness, the new stuff that's coming in. Because I feel as though we're, the Easter time, it really signifies that rebirth for all of us, doesn't it? We've got the growth coming, we've got the springtime, the new season in the southern hemisphere, you've got the autumn with all of its rich treasures. So there's so much to look forward to, isn't there? And I can see there's quite a few of you joining me who don't normally manage it because you're working. So isn't it fantastic that you're here? So hello to Robin Steele. Hello to Sheila Hamilton. Hello Dawn Clark and Vanessa Dempsey. How are you doing, my love? Lynn Blythen is here. Good morning. Sarah Bolchin's joined us. Oh, you don't normally get to join, do you? Which is fantastic. So good to see you. Emily's here as well. Emily, I don't normally see you live on a Monday, so it's great to have your company. Marianne is here. Hello, Marianne, my love. Julie Evermy, hello to you. Claire Rob's in the house. Hello, Claire. How are you doing, my love? Haven't seen you in a long time. We'll have to remedy that, won't we? I'll have to have a trip down to Gloucester sometime. Vicky Ray is here. Good morning to you, beautiful lady. Good morning to Barbara Phipps. She's bringing all the little Easter chicks with her. Michelle Davis is here. I'm very well, Michelle. Thank you so much. It's good to have you here, Sarah. It really is. Andrea McSkimming's here. Hello, Andrea. Jill Scales is here as well. Have I missed anyone? I'll keep on going. Carrie Parry Sheen, hello, good morning to you, my love. You sending me a dolphin? I like that. Elaine Zagar's here as well. Nicole, you're saying it's got to be honest, it's been a tough one and you don't eat chocolate, so no relief there. Oh, I think I caught the fact that I've tried to stay off social media this weekend because I've had my daughter here for Easter and it's just been so lovely. But your sheep isn't well. I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope that they're picking up. Send lots of love and good vibes to Nicole's sheep and Nicole in general as well. Because you're having a rough time of it, aren't you, my darling? Well, we're all here for you. And Claire says we need a good party. I think that that's such a good suggestion. I think we should put that to the powers that be. What do you reckon, Claire? Astrid Twig, hi, gorgeous to you. Elaine Sagar, good morning. Did I say hello to you? I can't remember. All right, now you'll notice at the bottom we've got the stars goal, which is an Archangel Power reading. So I'm going to be doing a live reading, an extended reading, like I do, where we have a focus on the archangels and who is the archangels working with you most powerfully. So if you want to send me some stars, I would be more than grateful. Thank you very much. And you'll see the little stars icon at the bottom, and it's 1 cent, 1 American cent per star, and they all go to me, which is really lovely, and it helps to support the page and all the decks and the different things that I do. Okay, so I'm just popping a link into the comments as well. For my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty cards and my Mittens book and all the other things. If you want a reading or if you're interested in any of the things that I do, you can just click the link and you can find out more about that. I'm going to be telling you as well about my new ebook. But let's get on with the reading, shall we, first of all? And, oh, wow, thank you so much for the stars. Lynn Hardy, Andrea and Marianne, thank you so much for your generosity. You're so sweet and kind. I really appreciate that. Okay, so what we've got in front of us is an Easter theme today. So as you'll see, we've got a pink egg, a yellow egg and a blue egg. Now, they do look a little bit like those party lights, don't they? And they're standing inside a lid. the little bath gel things that I've got in my bathroom, I put them in there because they were rolling around all over the place, and I thought, I can't have that. It's bad enough for me to concentrate when I've got just doing my card reading. So anyway, I thought that was a handy little container for each of them. So think about whether you'd like number 1, the pink egg, number 2, the yellow egg, and number 3, the blue egg. Lucy Blackster, good morning, my love. And we've got a little message inside, a handwritten message for you from me. So whichever one you choose is your affirmation, your special message, and or also an Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty card to accompany that. So are you ready? Are you ready for the weekly messages? Let's have a look, see. Let's see what your angels have to say about the week ahead. Angela Davis, good morning. Gloria Kendall, good morning. How are you doing, everyone? If you haven't dropped me a comment, then do. Let me know what you've been up to as well this weekend. Has anyone been doing any DIY? I have to put in a disclaimer, okay, because I've been painting the fence, painting patio furniture, and my hands are wrecked. I was also weeding the patio with my bare hands. So my hands looking really disgraceful. I have to apologise in advance for my hands, but they're working hands. These hands have been, you know, my hands aren't idle. Never idle, my hands. Oh, Julie, you're changing your mind. You're going for yellow and you're going to stick to pink. Well, maybe if you take both of them, maybe. You know, sometimes if you're feeling a bit undecided, it's best to go with both of those, because sometimes you might be feeling like, oh, do you know, I wish I'd just stuck with the original choice. Athena in Belgium's watching as well. Hello, Athena. And oh, Lucy, thank you. My garden's getting there. It's getting there. It's a lot of work to do in it, but thank you. Sonia Anders is here. Hello, Sonia. And you remembered this difference. Yes, because, you know, the problem was I forgot about the fact that we changed to light saving time here in the UK, so we lost an hour. And then you were commenting and you were thinking, oh, I couldn't see your comments, but you were watching me in replay. So if you're commenting and I'm not saying anything, that's probably because you're watching in replay. If you can scrub the video forward and back, then that means it's a replay. But all of you who are here right now, you are watching me live. I'm in real time, for better or worse. It's lovely that you've seen family this weekend that you haven't seen for ages, Jill. It is absolutely wonderful. I saw my mum for the first time last week, and that was a really lovely thing to do. We sat in the garden, we kept our masks on the whole time, but it was really lovely. Oh, Julie, you've been looking after your elderly mum who's got rheumatoid arthritis. Oh, bless you. Oh, I hope she's feeling a bit better because the weather's improving, isn't it? Hello, Heather, how are you doing, my love? Right, shall we get on? Shall we get on with the messages? Let's see. Now, I've got 3 cards here because we've got a full moon in Libra coming up at the weekend. Oh, no. Hang on a second. Is it the full moon in Libra? The new moon in Aries. No, new moon in Aries. New moon in Aries. So that's for our new moon in Aries. Now, it's a tricky one with this new moon because it kind of falls, you know, where it's later, so it can fall across 2 days. Let's just double check on that because I don't want to give you false info. Yeah, it's saying it can be on the 11th of April, the new moon in Aries, so we'll have an extra card for that. Oh my goodness. So Gail, you did a paint pouring workshop with Sue Boyes. Oh, amazing. She's such an amazing talent, isn't she? So creative, that lovely Sue Boyes is. Sending lots of love her way. Okay, so let's have a look. So this represents the first part of the week, should I say. The first couple of days, Monday, Tuesday, going into a bit of Wednesday. And the energy is, oh, did we have him last week? I think he showed up previously, didn't they? The King of Air. So there seems to be a lot of this kind of energy of confidence, of speaking up. And it's not speaking up as in, oh, I'm going to have a difficult conversation with somebody. It's more about having confidence in your own words and your own content. And this card very much is a great sort of omen if you've got to do any kind of public speaking. So I'm running my Mayan astrology workshop on Wednesday. So this is fantastic. This is a fantastic card for me because I've got 80 people on that workshop. So we're all going to be on a Zoom call. Obviously not all 80 people will be talking. They will be muted because otherwise it would be carnage, wouldn't it? But that's the largest workshop that I've ever run live online. So I'm super excited about that. And it's been so popular, I think I'll run it again. But anyway, getting back to the King of Air. If you have a message that you want to get out there, if you wanted to make a little creative video, if you wanted to set up social media platform, if you wanted to go for a job interview, do any kind of teaching, or, I know there's a lot of you who you make things or you do things and you've done it for a while, sort of not, you've done it under the radar, and you might be thinking about setting your online shop up, going on Etsy. Thank you for the stars, Claire. You might be thinking of setting up a Facebook shop or a something like your own personal online shop. If anybody is looking to set up an online shop, the one I use is called bigcartel.com, and it's fantastic. I'm not affiliated to them in any way other than a really happy customer, and that's free. I think 5 products free, and you get all of your, whatever you sell, you keep all of that money, and people can pay with PayPal and Stripe and that kind of thing. So this card is, talking about Magdalene again, pushing forwards and being confident in yourself, because there's an audience who want to hear from you. They want to know what you've got to tell them. They want to buy what you're selling, and they can't do it if you don't speak up, if you don't show them, if you don't have the confidence to kind of stretch yourself. So that is very much the message of the King of Air. Be confident, be impartial to things. When we get really personal and we get down on ourselves and we start saying, oh, I can't do this or I shouldn't do that, comparing yourself to other people, it's kind of the wrecker of joy. It's the wrecker of progress and potential. And I always say there's so many people who, they say, oh, I was umming and ahhing about whether I should apply for this or whether I should do that, and I just did it and I got it, and look at me now. And how many times have you done that in your life where you've really wanted to do something and then you've talked yourself out of it, but you've done it anyway and you've succeeded? So this King of Air is saying to you, why not? Why not indeed? The other thing, thank you for the stars, Amanda. And hello, Amanda. I hope you had a wonderful weekend too. That the King of Air could be a person coming into your life as well. He could be a teacher, a guru, a mentor. It doesn't matter what gender, because this is a general reading, so we take the gender out of it. But it's somebody who has got a very strong message for you. It could even be a love interest if that fits for you. Excuse me. But one thing's for sure. It's about conversing. It's about putting the word out, or accepting the word, being taught the word. So if you're thinking of going on any workshops or classes, this is a really good time for that. It's a good time for everything new. Susanna, hello. Let me just check and see if anybody else has joined and I haven't said hello to. Heather's on the Mayan astrology workshop. Oh, I'm so looking forward to sharing it all with you. Okay, so let's talk about the second part of the week. So end of Wednesday through to Friday. And our message here is the Queen of Water. So isn't that interesting? This is a very peoply week. And the Queen of Water has a very kind of motherly vibe about it. So this could be you being very nurturing with other people, nurturing with yourself. Good morning, Susie. How are you doing, my love? I hope you're well. And the Queen of Water is about nurturing in general. So whether you're looking after other people, whether you're doing afternoon tea for somebody, or just taking your best friend out, or bringing people that are close to you and being very caring and sweet and kind. But also remember to be nurturing of yourself, because it's like a circular thing. It's a cyclical thing. If we're kind to ourselves, we've got the energy to fill up our own resources, to then give that energy back out to others. So we've got to begin with ourselves. That oxygen mask analogy, it's so cheesy, but it's so important, that you know, in the event of the cabin losing pressure in an aeroplane, they always say put your oxygen mask on first, and that is so true with self-care. Take care of you and you can take care of everything and everyone else. So if you're feeling like your energy reserves are depleted, go into best friend self mode. Think about, what do I need? What do I want to do to treat myself and to really take care of me? What kind of warm hug or treat do I need from myself? Because sometimes others don't catch that from us. They don't see that we're struggling or that we're tired. So we have to jump in and be our own salvation, be our own hero, don't we? And that's what this card is very much talking about. It's also talking about those closest to us and the feeling of closeness. And even if that's from a distance, we can still be close energetically. We can still find our tribe. Now, with my Mayan astrology workshop, I know I keep mentioning this, but if you've booked onto it, there are 20 different Mayan astrology signs. And what is so fascinating is that there's 3 signs in particular where there's a lot of people who've signed up for the workshop are those signs. And in Mayan astrology, we all get on really well with, or we're very compatible with, the sign that is the same as ours. So I'm a dog in Mayan astrology, and I would really get on with other dogs. I'd be very close to other dogs. So it's interesting how this tribe of Mayan day signs have all signed up for this astrology workshop of mine, and they're going to meet each other, and I hope they'll keep in touch afterwards. So there's a closeness, a cohesion. So it's find your tribe, or your tribe may find you. And maybe you need to put yourself out there more so that your tribe can see you. So you've got to be visible, my loves. That's really important. Now, Angela, thank you for the stars, my love. Julie's saying you're a Pisces and this card speaks to you. Yes, it could indicate somebody who's got strong water energy in their birth chart. So Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio coming into your life or being close to you this week. Laura, you've booked in onto my workshop. I can't wait to share your Mayan day sign with you and your galactic tone, and exciting. So this card is all about the new moon in Aries. I apologize for getting that slightly mixed up at the beginning because I've had so much going on at the moment, and literally my head is going to pop. So yeah, we have the new moon in Aries coming up on the 11th of April, and it's truly a new beginning because Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. Aries is like where we begin again, where we start with ourselves, where we look at what do I want, what's important to me. And Aries energy is fire energy, it's that new beginning, it's that kind of, it's like the sun coming out, it's like taking our first steps into the unknown, but with great excitement. So what is this new moon bringing for all of us collectively? It's bringing Nancy Zimmerman into the house. Hello, Nancy. And she's bringing stars with her as well. Thank you so much, Nancy. 13 weeks in a row, my goodness, thank you so much. So isn't it wonderful that we have this fiery archangel, Archangel Gabriel, coming in for the new moon in Aries? I love Gabrielle. She's an angel who's, well, all angels are messengers. All archangels are strong messenger energy. But she's a very noisy, nudgy kind of angel who wants to wake us up, wants to make us take that action that we've been talking about, that we've been dreaming about, that we've been procrastinating over, that we've been dangling around. We haven't been able to move forwards for whatever reason. It might have been government related, pandemic related, or just our own kind of insecurities, or just, you know, the timing wasn't right. Good morning, Helen. When Archangel Gabriel shows up, especially around this important new moon, she is saying to you, wake up. It's like the scales fall off your eyes and you can see, because you might be dangling upside down like she is there, but we can see the world from a completely different perspective, and suddenly we see things differently. You know, there's all kinds of creative activities that you can do, and I remember reading this book, and I can't remember the name of the author, but he wrote about lots of different kind of ways to take an ordinary object and turn it into a way of getting creative and coming up with loads of ideas. So, you know, if you have a problem, so say, I don't know, say your problem is, I need to make my business more successful. I need to market it. I want to sell more stuff. So you could take an object in the room, like a table, and then you just write down all the components of the table, the colour of it, you know, everything that you can see and observe about that table. And then you apply each of those words to your problem, and you can come up with loads and loads of ideas from that. So give it a try sometime. It's fantastic. And he's got loads of other ideas in this book, but that's one I remembered. And that's all about that awakening our senses, awakening up to what's right in front of me, what's right under my nose, that I've gone around going, oh, there's no solution to this, or I don't know what to do, I don't know how to move forward. And then suddenly, when you see things from a different perspective, when you take it back to its constituent parts, you break it down, you suddenly come up with a different angle. So yeah, I think that there's going to be some kind of light bulb going on with this new moon that is going to wake you up, shake you up, and maybe cut those cords that have been tying you. Maybe you've been tying yourself, because we all do it, don't we? We all hold ourselves back in some way. And this is time. It's time to cut those cords and to move on. So Nicole's saying, as you said that, the lyrics, wake up, it's a beautiful morning, popped into your head. I love that song. Isn't it amazing? Now, I think we should have a message from Mittens, don't you, for the week, seeing as it's a special week, a new moon. Got the Mittens book in front of me. I'm just going to randomly open it on 61. Oh, spring. Well, you know, I hadn't prepared this. I just literally picked the book up. So what do you know? It's spring here. And the message is, the night air was soft and laden with redolence of impending blossoms. The sky unfolded and lit up the earth in jubilation. Welcome spring. That's our quote. Now this is my original copy, so there may be typos in this, because this was the approval copy. So please ignore any typos. They aren't in the main book that you will get if you order this. Mittens can be found outdoors as soon as spring arrives. Spring is such a wonderful time of new beginnings, hope and change. Perhaps you've been going through a cold and wintry time lately, and this message reminds you that joy of spring can be replicated no matter what time of year. You can initiate change, do some spring cleaning, and bring lots of colour into your home and your everyday routine. You can do this literally by adding some new colourful flowers or soft furnishings to a room, or metaphorically by doing something to lift your mood and put a spring in your step. Bring the spring into your life today and feel the lightness that it adds to everything you do. So that message is very much like this one, isn't it? It's very much talking about that whole kind of open those doors to your life, get outside, do something to bring new energy into your life and the way you're doing things, and it will shake everything up, because in Feng Shui they say that clutter really feeds off our energy and it absorbs it. When we remove the clutter, when we move furniture around, when we change the placements of things, it changes the energy completely, the dynamic of surrounding us. And that is what we're talking about here, isn't it? It's all about changing your perception and change your life. Just change something, anything, small thing. So that's the Mystical Book of Wisdom. That's how you work with it. You literally just open a page and there you go. Petrina, that was so meant for you today. Absolutely. And I love spring too, Lucy, as well. So let's get on to your personal messages, my loves. Which egg did you choose? Let's start with the pink one. Let me move my camera over here. So I'm going to begin with, Susanna, are you talking to me? I think so. I think I might just be. So this message represents what is birthing in your life with this new moon in Aries, with this springtime, the Easter, the resurrection, what's being reborn for you. And we have the lotus flower. Good morning, Laurie. How are you doing? Thank you for the stars, my love. So the message here is all about keeping things simple. That sometimes we try and overcomplicate things. We try and do things that are too kind of stretching. You know, it's like if we've got a goal about doing something, we tend to think of the goal in such a huge way. We don't even know where to begin, so we don't do it, or we think of the end and it seems so far away, so unachievable. But if you just start to do something, anything, put one foot in front of the other, the tiniest of steps will create the momentum that will take you forward. So, Hayley, Layla, hello there. Good evening to you, my love. So the truth is that there's a treasure within you waiting to emerge from the mud, from the weeds of the pond, just like the lotus flower does. It has a struggle. It doesn't just float to the top effortlessly and go, hey, here I am, and open its petals and go, look at me, I'm so perfect. It has to come up from the bottom of this murky, muddy pond. It has to battle through whatever is entangling it, trying to stop it from getting to the surface. And that's like life, isn't it? That's like us. But when we're honest and we stay within the honesty and the purity of what it is we're inspired to do, if we take things one step at a time, if we keep it simple, this is all about daily routine. So number 24, we add 2 and 4 together, it's the number 6. It's about harmony, it's about balance, it's about softness, gentleness. It's also about your daily routine. What do you do every day? What can you switch up? Where can you add 5 minutes of something new by stopping doing 5 minutes of something else? It's very, very simple. And it's the simple things that are always the most powerful, isn't it? So that's what's been reborn, is the inspiration and the courage to go to your truth. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to be? And it's about loving yourself enough to want to do that as well, because the pink is all about self-care, about love. So let us take a look inside the egg. Try not to break it because these are really thin. So I broke the yellow one, I must confess, when I was opening it. So your little message from me is, my heart is open to love. I love myself unconditionally. I am amazing. So you know, when you believe you're amazing, when you believe that you have buried treasure and you just want to unearth that, you want to rise to the surface with it, you want to open up to be all that you can be. It starts with loving yourself enough and being courageous enough to do that, doesn't it? So that's your message, number 1, with the pink. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it resonated. Let's just look at your card first for the yellows. You are amazing, Angela. You are, absolutely. So the yellow, now actually, we've got a bit of consistency here with the yellow egg and then the yellow star in the centre. This card is all about what's the goal with money, because you can start again looking at finances differently. So there's a few different messages contained within this card. The first one is your value. So yellow is solar plexus chakra. It's all about value. How valuable am I? And therefore, if I am that valuable, then I deserve to attract greater wealth into my life. So I should be aiming higher. I should be knowing, when we know something's valuable, we don't just give it away. So for example, if you had a vintage car and you were looking around online and you found that this car was worth £20,000 and lots of them were selling for that, but they were quite rare. So when you put it up for sale that you can get £20,000. Now, would you then go, I don't feel like I should ask that much. I'm going to ask £5,000. I'm just going to let somebody have it for £5,000. You wouldn't, because you know it's valuable. You just know that. And that is the same with you. What you create, what you do with your energy is powerful. It has a value, it has a worth. I know a lot of creative people, and I've been the same in the past, who make amazing things, and they only think about the item, the object that they've created in terms of the amount it costs for the materials. But their expertise is within that as well. Their love, their signature style, and all of the amount of hours and money that they put into training and buying materials and watching YouTube videos. You know, even if you don't go on courses, you're not paying money out, you're still learning, aren't you? You're probably reading loads of books. You're probably gathering lots of knowledge constantly that you don't realise. And we've got to place value on that. And when we stay within the energy of value, that can take us higher. And to, you know, when you feel valuable, other people will feel that value coming off you, and they'll say, yes, you are valuable, you are affirm it. Whereas you kind of go in and you're a bit nervy, you don't believe it yourself, people can pick up on that. You know, you do it yourself, you can pick up on that as well in others. The other thing is about the way that you spend money. Money is an energy. And so when we don't, you know, we money's hard earned these days. And when we spend it, you know, like I used to have a terrible, I've always sort of talked about this. I used to go to McDonald's and get a coffee loads of times. And I didn't realise I was spending a lot of money on McDonald's coffee. And so when I went on journeys and things, I started to get a little coffee to go, kind of insulated cup, make my own coffee at home. Save me a fortune. Or when I was out, I'd just go, no, I'll have one when I get home. I'm going to be home in an hour. It'll be fine. So there's loads of ways that we can do that, that we can save money, and then we can have respect for money. So it's about respecting yourself, but also having respect for the money you spend. So that is your message. Just checking you're all still there, because my comments have disappeared. And your affirmation from the yellow egg is, my inner power is infinite. I have the strength to turn my fears into courage. Isn't that amazing? Yes, you do. So that is your affirmation. I'm just going to pop a comment in, because sometimes when this happens, the comments disappear, and then when I pop a comment in, for some reason they kind of come back then. Okay, so let me know if this is resonating with you, my loves. So if you chose the blue egg, this is all about the throat chakra. So if you're attracted to this colour blue today, blue is all about truth. It's about your voice. It's about your ability to hear the truth as well as speak the truth. And it's that calling. It's the soul's calling. You know, remember what you agreed to do in this lifetime? Well, it's time to show up. So that's what that message is for you. Drea Lopez, hello, my love. Helen Latham, hello. Hi, Linda MacDonald. You're in New Zealand. Good evening, my love. So your message today, and what is birthing in your life, is a new way of navigating your way through life. So it's almost as though this fish is going, I'm so determined, I know where I'm going. I'm driven by love. I'm driven by love for myself, love for my life, love for what I love to do. And I've found my meaning, I've found the direction I want to go in. I've heard the call and I've chosen to answer it. And then this fish at the side of him is going, okay, well, you seem pretty sure of yourself. I'm going to follow you too. Because you're giving off this aura of confidence. And when you're confident, I have confidence, complete confidence in you. So share what you love with the world. You're ready for this. You're ready to navigate your way to finding that meaning. Just go for it, like this heat-seeking missile. Really, really be strong. Have the courage of your convictions, and you'll find that you're not alone. You are being joined by other people who are on that wavelength along with you. You may even attract love along the way as well. So love may be reignited in your life. So if you're not in a relationship, and a relationship may come and find you. If you're in a relationship, a committed partnership, then this could be the reigniting of that connection between you, finding a new common purpose, finding something that you have a shared goal with, that you can work on together as a team, which is really beautiful, isn't it? So lovely message for you there, the blues. Good morning, Jane Narbron. Thank you for the stars, my love. And your affirmation, this one's a toughie. Oh, Carrie, you're watching for the first time. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Thank you very much for your messages. So this says, I hold great power. I hold great power and wisdom. I'm ready to learn and grow in so many new ways. And so it is, my loves, and so it is. So that is your message today. So I want to talk about new things. And, if you want to start something new, because this is a really fantastic time to start, I'm just going to talk about my bowl, or my jar, should I say. My jar of inspiration. So I've been doing this for a while. I'm just going to rejoin you there. So what I do is I try every day to write down something that I've accomplished. It can be really small things, like I was feeling down and I managed to pull myself together, or I didn't want to exercise today but I did it. And then bigger things, like obviously I've launched my book somewhere in here. So I'm just going to share with you one of my little pieces of paper here. So this is one of the things that I wrote. I got some garden landscapers in, and they quoted me really exorbitant amounts of money because I really wanted to do my garden this year. And I wrote down at the end of the day, I made the decision not to spend crazy amounts of money on garden landscaping. I'm glad I waited. So I made that choice to not spend money on garden landscaping, sort of going back to this card really, of, I've got a very, very impulsive streak and I can make decisions about things, spending on big things very, very quickly. And this guy came to quote me and he was pushing me and he was really like, oh, if I can, I can't fit you in unless you agree to it right now. And I was like, okay, well, I need to think about it, go away. And then I thought, no, I'm going to wait 24 hours. And I made a decision not to do it. And that's because it's all about that sort of value I place on myself and my own decisions. I don't want to be rushed and pushed by somebody. But also about the value of money. Do I really need to spend that amount of money right now? No. Are there things I can do myself? Yes. Are there ways that I can really reduce the cost of it and still have a nice outcome? There are. So I've been upcycling, painting, doing all kinds of stuff. And it's actually given me a lot of enjoyment as well along the way. So it's really nice to sort of every couple of months or so empty your jar out and then look back at all the ways in which you were powerful, all the ways in which you were proud of yourself, the things that you do. And I put some crystals in the bottom as well, just to give some energy to all of this past me. The things that I'm proud of myself for having done, for those energies to really keep me going so that I can stay in that sort of place of being strong and loving myself as well. So it's just an idea of something new for you to start a new practice. Speaking of new things, I'm just dropping a link to my new ebook as well. So you may have seen me talking about this, but I have a crystal collective group, and in my crystal collective I've got every week we have a crystal of the week. So for the first 12 weeks of the program I've pulled together an ebook. So if you're not in my crystal group, you can still buy an ebook that contains the information that I've been sharing in the group, and also 6 brand new crystal guided meditations. So if you like doing guided meditations, then this ebook is just £10 and you get all of the crystal information, and you also get the 6 guided meditation links. So what you'll get is you'll get an email to your inbox with a PDF. So you just click on it, and I'm just going to stop that glaring on the screen. And it's in a PDF, so it's really easy for you to read, and there's lots of information about crystals. I talk about how to cleanse them, the different shapes and what they mean. And then we have, these are the the crystals that I'm covering in this particular ebook. There's going to be a series of 4 of these. So we've got 12 crystals, some you'll have heard of, some you won't. Lots of information about the myths and legends and origins of those. And then also we have crystal affirmations. So this one is the rose quartz crystal. My heart is open to love in all forms. I am passionate and kind. And then a link to a guided meditation for rose quartz. So we're looking at selenite. We've got every single crystal has special affirmations with it. Angelite crystal there. But lots of really lovely information. It's actually 68 pages in the ebook and 6 guided meditations there for you. So I've just dropped the link in. If you want to order that, it comes directly to your email inbox immediately. And you can download and save it. You can access it anytime you want. And you can listen to the meditations as often as you want as well. And that's just £10. So, oh, Janine's saying, you've been gifted a session on a crystal bed next Monday. Oh, that sounds amazing. A crystal bed. I've never heard of that. So just a quick question from Linda MacDonald. Is there anything you can do if you have missing animals to help them be found? Yes, Linda. Right. The angel you need to ask is Archangel Raphael. Let me find him in my card deck. So anybody who's missing anything, if you're missing, you know, sometimes we lose things in our home or out in the street or whatever, and we lose animals, don't we? We lose our pets, bless your heart. So if that's happening for you, what you need to do is, where's Archangel Raphael? I'm trying to find him. Oh, there he is. So just say to Archangel Raphael, thank you for helping me to find, reconnect with, you know, and whatever it is you're missing, whoever you're missing. Also, the crystals that help to connect with Archangel Raphael are any green coloured crystals. So things like emerald, healerite, peridot, malachite, jade, anything green basically. And if you don't have any of those crystals, use a clear quartz or a rose quartz crystal, and just hold it and just send your intentions. Just say thank you for helping me to reconnect with or to find whatever it is that you've lost. You can also write it down, write your intention down on a piece of paper, and put the crystal on there, and just, you know, imagine Archangel Raphael helping you with that. So good luck with that, my love. 2 wee dogs in New Zealand missing since August 2019. October 2019. Gosh, that's a long time, isn't it, my love? Oh. Thank you so much, Nancy. That's really kind of you to say. So thank you, everyone, for joining me. And thank you to the new people who've never seen this before. I hope you enjoyed it. And to everybody, have a wonderful day. If you're having the day off today, enjoy yourself. We've got sunshine today, which is really nice. I know it's snowing in some parts of the UK. It's crazy weather. But whatever you do, have an amazing week, my loves. And I'll catch up with you very, very soon. Take care.